Hi guys! In this video I will show you 4 cool and very simple card tricks that you will be able to repeat always. The secrets of these tricks I will gladly reveal to you. Less talking, more doing. Let's get started. I'll take my red deck and shuffle it as best I can. I'll only need 16 cards for my first trick. I'll count out 16 cards. These cards I'll shuffle some more to make it fair. I'm gonna put these cards in 4 columns of 4 rows, like this. I don't make any fancy moves, it's all nice and easy. There's 16 cards and 4 rows. This is the first row, this is the second row, this is the third row, and the row closest to me is the 4th row. Now, my dear spectator, memorize any card and tell me what row it is in. Suppose the spectator memorizes 2 hearts. The spectator tells me that his card is in the 2nd row. I don't know that, of course. I gather all the cards into one pile, like this. Since I don't have a spectator right now, the role of spectator will be played by myself. When I collect these cards all the way through, I'll know without fail which card the spectator memorized. It's a super trick. Which row is your card in now? Is it in row 1, 2, 3 or 4? The spectator answers that the card is in the 2nd row. When I know a row, I can easily identify its card. It's 2 hearts. Welcome to learning this cool and very simple trick. This trick is based on math and it always works. To begin, take a deck of cards, shuffle it and take 16 cards from it. Now arrange these cards in 4 rows with 4 cards in each row. Ask your spectator to memorize any card and tell you which row it is in. This is row 1, row 2, row 3 and row 4. For example, the spectator memorizes the Queen of Clubs. He tells us that his card is in the 3rd row. Now that I know the spectator's row, I memorize any random card in that same 3rd row. It could be the 3 of diamonds, the 4 of clubs, the 5 of spades, or even the spectator's card, the Queen of Clubs. For example, I'll memorize the 5 of spades. That will be my landmark card. Now I start collecting cards one at a time from the bottom right corner, right here. I can trim the deck a few times, I can't shuffle the cards. Now I lay the cards out on the table again in 4 rows of 4 cards each. I start at the top left corner. Now I ask the spectator to tell me again which row his card is in. He says his card is in the 2nd row. Now I recall the 5 of spades landmark card and see which column it is in. The 5 of spades tells me the column the spectator's card is in and the spectator tells me the row. It's like the x-axis and the y-axis. Knowing the column and the row, I can easily determine that the spectator's card is the queen of clubs. Okay guys, we're going to continue on and we have our second trick. It's also very simple and anyone can learn it. Okay, here we go. First, let's take a deck of cards and shuffle it as we know how. Now, dear spectator, name any random number. For example, the spectator says the number 15. I'll count out 15 cards. I'll divide those 15 cards into 2 piles. Completely at random, the top cards are aces. But that's not all. Something's missing. I'll shuffle the cards again. Name any number between 5 and 20. Like 10. Okay, I'll count out 10 cards and remove the ace on them. Again, I'll ask the spectator to name any number between 5 and 20. For example, that number is 13. I'll count out 13 cards and remove the second ace. I'll gather the cards and lay them out on the table like a ribbon. Look at that, the aces have grabbed 2 more cards. Let's see what the cards are. Of course they're aces. So, welcome to learning this trick. This trick requires some advanced preparation. Take 4 aces and place a red and then a black ace on the bottom of the deck. On the top also put a red and a black ace. Shuffle the cards so that the aces remain in their places. Now invite your spectator to name any number, for example up to 30. For example, he says 15. Count out 15 cards. Now divide this pile into 2 piles. The top cards will always be aces. But that's not all. There's something missing, and that's 2 more aces. Let's find them. Take the deck and move 1 ace to the top of the deck and leave the other one at the bottom, like this. Now ask a spectator to name any number between 5 and 20. For example, this number is 10. I'll count out 10 cards and place a black ace on them. With another black ace, I'll put another black ace on top of it. Now I'll do the same with the red aces. For example, the spectator says the number 8. I'll count 8 cards, put a red ace on them and cover them with a second red ace. Now I'm going to put the cards together and lay them out on the table. Now I will find the aces, pull them out separately and along with them the card that lies on top of them. Of course these will be our aces. So we continue on and we have our third trick. It's also very cool and very easy. I'm sure you're gonna love it. So, again, we're going to take a deck of cards and shuffle them however we want. While I'm shuffling the cards, stop me wherever you want. For example, you stopped me here. Let's turn over the top cards of each pile. These random cards are the 3 of diamonds, the 9 of clubs and Ed Marlowe's favorite card, the 7 of diamonds. But I need a 4th random card. Dear spectator, name any random number. For example, this number is 10. I'll count out 10 cards and reveal the last card face up. It's the Ace of Hearts. I'm going to put all the cards together and find all 4 of our random cards. Here's the 3 of diamonds. Here's the 7 of diamonds. Here's the 9 of clubs. And here's our Ace of Hearts. Let's see what cards our 4 random cards have found. Oh, my God, are these all kings? But what are kings without queens? I'm sure they're around. Here come the queens, I was right. Okay guys, welcome to learning this legendary trick. It's very cool, but it needs to be prepared. First, take 4 kings and 4 queens out of the deck. Put the kings in the following sequence: King of Spades, King of Hearts, King of Clubs. Put the ladies in the same sequence, first the Queen of Spades, then Hearts, then Clubs. Put the queens and kings together and put them on top of the deck. Put the Queen and King of Diamonds at the bottom of the deck. Shuffle the cards so that the kings and ladies stay where they are, like this. Start arranging the cards into 3 piles and ask the spectator to stop you at any point. When the spectator stops you, turn the top cards of each pile face up. Put these piles together, starting with the pile to your right. Tell the spectator that you need to find the 4th random card. To do this, have the spectator say a random number. For example, the number 10. Count out 10 cards and turn the 10th card face up. Cover this pile with a second pile of cards. You can do a fake trim or shuffle. After that, find each random card. Take it along with the card that is on top of it and place it separately on the table. The cards that came before these two cards, put them separately opposite each other. Repeat the same with the remaining 3 cards. Now turn over the kings. Now turn over the ladies and you will shock your audience. We continue and we have the final 4th trick before you. It is very simple, and to perform it you will need to do a simple cheat trick that I will teach you. First, as usual, I'll shuffle the cards. First, I'll take 2 random cards from the deck. These cards will be my assistants to help me find your card. These are the cards. Dear spectator, stop me anywhere in the deck and memorize a random card. For example, you memorize this card. Your card is the 3 of hearts. I return your card to the deck and shuffle the cards properly. Now it's time for my 2 helpers. My helpers are the Joker and the 6 of clubs. I will remove my helpers to random places in the deck and shuffle the cards properly. It remains for me to make the magic click and place the cards on the table. Notice my helpers caught 1 card. As you might guess, it's your 3 of hearts. Alright guys, welcome to learning this cool trick. First, take a regular deck of cards and shuffle it well. Now take 2 random cards out of the deck. These cards will be your assistants. I will take these 2 cards. Now ask your spectator to stop you at any random place in the deck and memorize the card. When your spectator stops you, slide a card out of the deck, like this. Now do the secret move of tucking the corner of that card. It's an old cheating trick. Cover the bend with your fingers and show the card to the spectator and let him memorize it. It's the 7 of spades. Return the cards to their normal position. Now you know where the spectator's card is in the deck. Take and shuffle the deck as many times as you like, but eventually make sure the spectator's card is in the center. Now take your helpers and put one of them on the spectator card and the other under it. That's the spectator card caught by your two helpers. That's the trick.